and inform him that Athelia has regained at least some of her power. Do not take this as a slight against you. Helping her saved many lives. It was the correct thing to do.
What will you do with the Lamp of Clarity?
Take it to Skingrad for study. Azura's lamp was designed to hunt down Athelia and her minions. Knowing how best to utilize it must be my next priority. Please find me there when you are able. The Chosen of Fate still has much to do.
Goodbye. Alright.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar Wood Elves were to blame for...
You're back! Good. I'm still deciphering the map from Hope Route. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go?
Pretty well. We recovered the Lamp of Clarity and a blade called Abolisher.
You've been busy, friend. Did you learn anything at Feldegard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hope Route map? Tell me what happened.
I met Athelia at the Outcast Inn. I helped her remember herself and acquired the Lamp of Clarity.
You helped Athelia remember herself? Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still.
Several realities were entangled. Helping Athelia was the least dangerous thing to do.
Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important.
I fought off Shard Marshal Vargas at Feldegard Keep and acquired the blade Abolisher.
So, the planned attack on Feldegard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribune Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important.
What's next, Baragon?
As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hope Route map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Aeoliad ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next.
Where's the Neriostare ruins located?
Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Laramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare. Neriostare lies in the western... It was a long time ago, friend. Close to 40 years now. I was part of an adventuring company that explored Neriostare's Great Hall in the nearby chambers. We didn't get very far, though.
Why not?
Neriostare was too dangerous for the band I was with. In addition to traps, the Aeoliad ruin was full of undead guardians. But the worst obstacles were the collapsed passages and buried doors. The Recollection won't get far without a lot of digging.
Remind me what's happening in Westfield?
Strange events drew Laramil the Wise to Westfield. Daedric incursions, a great new forest, ringed by a devastated region called the Wildburn, and the appearance of an alien cult known as the Recollection. Laramil asked you to help her investigate.
What did we discover?
You stopped Shard Marshal Vargas at Rustwall Estate and Feldergard Keep. And at Ostermere, we discovered the Recollection created the New Forest and the Wildburn. That led us to Hoperoot, where we unmasked King Nantharian as their leader.
What do Shard Marshal Vargas and King Nantharian want?
They seek to restore their patron, the once-forgotten Daedric Prince Athelia, to her rightful place of power. But Athelia isn't quite herself since escaping from Hermaeus Mora's prison.
Tell me more about this forgotten Daedric Prince.
Laramil calls you the Proxy, or the Chosen of Fate. Apparently, you agreed to help Hermaeus Mora defeat Athelia and preserve reality. When you met her in Ellenglyn and the Outcast Inn, she seemed confused, disoriented. What she wants, I couldn't say.
Goodbye. Okay, talk to Laramil the Wise.
The permutations of fate created a high probability that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Baragon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are two of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Athelia.
You know something about the Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher?
As I said, they are two of the 3 relics Mora had created when Athelia became a threat. He enlisted other Daedric princes against her, and they made the relics. Abolisher was forged by Boethia to cut a path to Athelia no matter where she walked.
And the Lamp of Clarity?
The Lamp of Clarity, which she recovered from the Outcast Inn, was crafted by Azura. She wrought the lamp to illuminate the many paths, to make the unseen seen. Only one of the 3 relics remains to be found, the Skein of Secrets.
The Skein of Secrets?
A relic woven by Mephala, Daedric Prince of Secrets. It tracks Athelia and the unseen, but I do not know exactly how. It was locked in a vault long ago and forgotten. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostre, I think it might be there.
Why is the Recollection seeking these relics now?
Torvasad used Abolisher to open the way to Athelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving Westweald, and perhaps all of reality.
You think we can use the relics against Athelia and her servants?
The blade, the lamp, and the skein countered Athelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Baragon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostre. I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this.
You're not coming to Neriostre?
My appointed tasks range far beyond Westweald, Proxy. While you deal with Athelia's servants, Nantharian and Vargas, I seek her first scion, Torvasad, the author of all these troubles. You and I shall cross paths again soon enough.
How exactly did these relics work?
We observed Torvasad using Abolisher to open portals. Creating a portal is not difficult, and I am rather proficient at it myself. But Abolisher appears to do it swiftly, and with great precision. I suspect it can destroy them as well.
What about the Lamp of Clarity?
The lamp allows us to gaze into the many paths. Think of that as a halo of possibilities and alternate fates that surrounds our own reality. Things can be real in the many paths that are not real here. We may need it to confront Athelia.
What does the skein do?
That remains to be seen, Proxy. We have observed the effects of Abolisher and the lamp firsthand. The skein, however, has been hidden for thousands of years. I presume its function will become apparent once you recover it.
Goodbye. Okay. Where are we going? hate it when it doesn't tell us where to go until we leave a town. It's stupid. Luckily there's a teleporter outside, but... yeah. 2.5 to the west. Way out here.
This is not the end of our tale.
Lost? How can we be lost? We make this trip every year.
Give me a moment to get my bearings. This wouldn't have happened if we weren't debating all the time. It distracts me.
As if Daedra weren't enough. What was he thinking? That could be helpful.
Okay.
Hello, friend. It looks like the Recollection is camped right on top of Neriostere. We need a plan. That's Neriostere over there, surrounded by a Recollection stockade. I guess it's nice to know I correctly interpreted the map we found in Hope Route. But it does pose a problem.
What's the problem?
Assaulting a Recollection camp isn't our objective. Laramil says we need to find the Skein of Secrets. That's likely somewhere in the vaults of Neriostere. I recall a set of stairs leading down in the middle of the ruins. We should start there.
Any sign of King Nantharian here?
I've seen a few Recollection scouts come and go while I've been watching, but I haven't seen any of their leaders. Of course, I have no idea what's waiting for us in the underground portions of the ruins.
How do we get through the Recollection defenses?
If you want to hit them head on, I'll follow your lead and help as I can. But there might be an easier way to get where we need to go. Before we commit to an attack, why don't we scout the perimeter and see what other options present themselves?
Alright, let's scout the perimeter.
Let's look around and try to keep out of sight until we're ready to make a move.
Just a sec. Alright, so there's only 2 spots we gotta scope out.
recollection brings supplies to this gate. The sentries here are predictable. We might be able to slip by them, or we could try the path to the north. Although, I don't know where that leads. I think we've seen enough. Let's compare notes. Looks like we've got multiple options for getting inside. From what I recall, we'll find the stairs to the buried halls in the middle of the stockade. Assuming the recollection hasn't blocked them up, that is.
What do you make of our choices?
It depends if we want to announce our arrival or stay hidden. The gate to the east is heavily defended, but there are fewer sentries at the west entrance. I think we could slip by them. Or we could try the path to the north.
Where does the path to the north lead?
That's a good question. Sometimes natural fissures or caves provide hidden entrances to buried ruins. I saw no recollection forces in that direction, so it might be worth investigating. Your call, friend. I'll follow your lead.
Alright, follow me. Okay, what do we got? No idea. Alright, let's try to the north. Uh-oh. How do we get in there? Let's try this other way. No.
Arian knows what he's doing.
Ah, shoot. Nope.
We're in this together.
There, friend. Those are the stairs we're looking for.
Okay. Down we go.
Be careful. I remember encountering some deadly traps, and it looks like the recollection's been busy down here too.
Side by side.
The Great Hall of Nerios-Terai. Interesting. Let's talk about how to I've got no talent for spells, but I picked up a bit of arcane lore in my time. The ancient Aleids were fascinated with light. They devised ways to harness its magicka, or draw it from ethereal crystals, like this burnt-out stone.
What's the stone do?
Great Welkin stones like this one powered mighty enchantments. They could make buildings float in mid-air, maintain networks of magical portals, or seal impassable gates. I think this is exactly what we're looking for.
You think the skein of secrets is beyond those doors?
Someone in the recollection thinks so. Besides, you don't build a door like that or a lock with a Welkin stone without a reason. Explorers have visited Neriostore many times over the years, but no one's ever gotten past the dead crystal.
And how do we restore the Welkin stone?
Do you see the empty sockets? The mage I came here with years ago thought we needed lesser Welkins to restore the Great Welkin stone, but we couldn't find any. Judging from these notes, the recollection's experiencing the same problem.
Could the relics help? The Lamp of Clarity reveals things and Abolisher opens portals.
Good idea, friend. The Lamp and Abolisher give us an advantage previous explorers didn't have. I suggest we start with the East Passage and look for a way up to the north. The Recollection Mage's notes suggest we might find something there.
How did you learn about Aeolid puzzles?
I'm sorry to say that one of my principal talents as an adventurer was getting into places I wasn't supposed to be. I generally served as the trap expert and lockpicker of the party. Guess I've always been interested in puzzles.
What can you tell me about the last time you were here?
I came here as part of a small adventuring company. Brave companions and good friends. Anyway, we found the stairs in the ruins and fought our way past a small horde of skeletons to reach this spot.
What brought you to Neriostore?
We hoped to find some treasure overlooked by other explorers. The vault door certainly seemed promising, but the Welkind apparatus stopped us here. Neriostore's undead forced us to retreat before we could figure out how to get past it.
What became of your company?
We parted ways long ago. I had one close call too many in ruins like these, so I decided to retire and take up a safer vocation. We said our farewells in Skingrad. It's ironic. I'm falling into dangerous habits again.
What do you make of King Nantharian's plans?
It looks like Nantharian intends to plant more Wildburn seeds. I thought we were finished with all that at Hoperoot. What really worries me is the suggestion that the Wildburn ritual has another purpose.
Another purpose?
Planting seeds to wake the power that sleeps in the darkened home. I thought Nantharian wanted to cover Westweald in a great forest. But maybe the Wildburn is just the collateral damage of his real purpose.
What's the darkened home? What power sleeps there?
I have no idea. I dimly recall seeing that turn of phrase somewhere before. A translation of an old Aeolid name, maybe? But where the darkened home is and what's there, I couldn't say.
Goodbye. Alright, so we're gonna go north. Why can't we go right there? Maybe we gotta go down here. What? Oh my gosh.
Amazing! That stone wasn't there until the light of the lamp revealed it. Great! Let's go back to the Great Welkin stone and try it in one of the sockets.
How about we get both the stones, then use them? That sounds smarter.
Look! The stone you placed is feeding the Greater Welkin. Let's find the rest of the lesser stones.
Guard up! Get moving! Together!
There it is! Another Welkin stone! Go ahead, take it. Another stone. 2 more and we'll see what the Great Welkin stone is protecting.
Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
It's up above.
Get back, fiends.
That's 3 lesser stones. There should be 1 more to find. I think the lamp's found another stone. Give it a try. Amazing. The lamp pulled the stone into our reality somehow. How does... That's the last of them. Let's return to the Great Welkin Stone and see if we can open the vault. That did it! The vault is unlocked. We better go in before the recollection notices.
Ooh, pretty tree. Where are we going?
Just think. No one set foot in here in ages. Except for any alien undead that might be around. Stairs to the west. They must lead to an inner chamber.
To battle!
There, to the south. I think I see something. So that's the Skein of Secrets? I wonder what it does. Go ahead and... Over there, friend. Isn't that an Echoneer manifestation? We should see what it reveals.
Why do you trouble my prince, Daedra? The many paths splinter. You manipulate fate in ways that were not meant to be.
What I do for the good of all. Why can you not see that, Mora?
I am not alone in my concerns, Ethelia. Constrain yourself, or we will constrain you.
And you will fail. Now be gone.
A memory of Ethelia arguing with Hermaeus Mora. Have you ever seen such a thing? Friend, we should talk. An ancient quarrel between Daedric princes is beyond me, friend. But it's clear Mora attempted to reason with Ethelia. She willfully ignored his warning, and was too strong for him to overpower without help.
Hermaeus Mora had allies Azura, Boethia, and Mephala. Together they defeated Ethelia.
A good point. And now we have the 3 relics they used to defeat the Prince of Paths. The question is, where and how to use them? We know what Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity do, but we have no idea how to use the Skein.
What do you suggest?
I'll take the Skein of Secrets home and study it. Laramil thinks it's important, and King Nantharion didn't want us to get it. Whatever he's planning, I bet the Skein can help us stop him. I'll meet you back in Skingrad, friend.
Very well. I'll see you in Skingrad. And we're not teleporting out. Wonderful.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar Wood Elves were to blame.
Over here, friend. We should talk. It's strange. When I first retreated from Neri Osterei, I wondered for years what was hidden in that vault. Never guessed it was the relic of a Daedric prince. Now that you're here, let's take stock of our recent discoveries.
Very well. Where do you think we stand?
The 2 of us recovered the Skein of Secrets. You and Tribune Alea saved Feldergard Keep and found Abolisher. And you discovered the Lamp of Clarity at the Outcast Inn. You learned something about Ethelia, too. We finally have an advantage.
An advantage?
Laramil believes these relics are the key to defeating Ethelia and her Recollection and Daedric allies. We still need to figure out when and how to use them. But, thanks to you, we have what we need to save Westweald. Take this, friend.
Thank you.
After my initial...
Okay. Check out these hands. Let's see, magic. Heavy or light. Increase Munda Stone by 7.1. Okay. Let's check the inventory is good. Alright, well, gonna eat dinner and I'll see you on the next one.